do you think is the most challenging for you in your whole journey from Code Blue to, in healthcare management to pharma? What's the most challenging moment for you?
I think when I joined pharma, so I was at MSL, right? So it was actually go and feel and wait for doctors for at least 4 to 5 hours just to sometimes just be able to speak to them for 5 minutes. I used to I was like, oh my God, I studied for, 5 years, and sometimes you have to stand near the door and just pass the card. So those are the challenges that I never thought I had to experience. I never thought that, but it builds a lot of resilience in you. It builds a lot of patience, and when I look back at it, I'm like, I'm so happy and I'm glad that I went through all that, because today I'm able to understand, or even if I be a leader in a pharma company or in a medical affairs division, I can understand the whole process from end to end. I'm glad I started at the bottom, where you go through the pain of building the rapport with doctors. And we're not talking about just doctors like a general practitioner. Now we are talking about heads of services, people who are at the top, right? So these are not people that you get easily get access to. So you a lot of patience, a lot of dedication, a lot of repeated work is required to build that rapport. So that is something that I've never been taught. We don't learn how to, we only know, we go and introduce ourselves in the ward and say who you are, right? We don't have to build rapport with the doctors technically. We just need to, I'm sorry, yeah, this is my fault, that kind of thing. And yeah, so I think that kind of made me very humble, because we always feel that, oh, doctors means you have a different standard of whatever it is. So it kind of made me feel very humble about myself, that this is how you want to grow, this is how you start, right? You have to go through the hardship, and you have to go through it. And it was very humbling, but it was very challenging. Sometimes you spend so many hours just for that 5 minutes, and you come back home, you will sort of think, like, but then you have to go back again and meet the next day is the same thing again. So yeah, so that was a big challenge. I think at least for the first 6 to 7 months of pharma, it kind of was a challenge for me in that sense.
How did you overcome it?
I have a colleague. We both we were in the same boat. So she covers different area and I cover different. So I think having a good friend and a colleague really helped me, because we share the same pain. So we kind of have each other for that. And also, I'm a person who always have my sort of my goal and my ambition, right? So because I have that in place, I build that resilience. I try to push through, because I know that it will one day be worth it. So yeah, that was my two supportive factors.
Yeah, I've also came across this saying, someone that I follow, he says, as long as you never quit, you'll never lose.
Yeah, because you still learn something out of it, right? You may not have gotten what you want, but there's always the learning from everything. Yeah.